So we're going to say, okay, as the attacker, we've gained access to an Okta account now temporarily. How do we dig our hooks in to try and maintain access, and how do we laterally move to target other accounts? So let's say we've done a successful attack in the middle attack. I'm in this Okta account. Now, the first thing, let's say IR are onto us. We think that the user got suspicious at the end, and maybe IR have detected us somehow, and they're going to be hot on our heels. And the first thing I want to do is kick us out of the Okta account, right? Disable the account, revoke the sessions, whatever the case. How do we stick our hooks in? The first thing we're going to do is just laterally move as the same identity to downstream apps using SSO mechanisms or password manager based mechanisms as they're intended to be used. So we're just going to click buttons. So I'm going to click, shortcut here and log into shortcut. This one's actually using a lot to SWA. I've used single factor creds there. I can steal those as well. The others we'll look at in a minute, Google and Expensify, I've actually logged into via a SAML-based mechanism. Now, like we saw with downstream SaaS app theft, I have individual sessions on these other apps now, Shortcut, Google Drive, Expensify. You can see the other tabs. We'll come to those other apps shortly. So even if my Okta account access is revoked, I've already moved myself temporarily to other downstream SaaS apps. It's more difficult for IR to come and then revoke sessions on these as well. So that's the first very, very easy aspect of extending our access. Maybe not maintaining access permanently, but at least significantly extending our access time in the event of loss of the Okta account. But I want more than that. I don't want just a temporary session. So I'm going to look at what's available to me. In this case, API tokens are available. Now, I'm an ordinary user account, not an admin in Shortcut. Shortcut, for those that you're not aware, is a ticket management system, a little like Jira if you're familiar. I'm going to create an API token. And then I can use this to come back to the account. I don't need access to Okta. I don't need a valid session or any other way to access Shortcut. I can do everything from this API token. And many apps have APIs that are accessible by ordinary users. This is a super simple persistence technique. Are IR going to find the fact that I did this and be able to revoke this API key? It's difficult, right? You could do this to 20, 30 different apps that the user has access to. I'm going to move to Expensify, and I'm going to check out a different one here. So we're a finance user. Hey, maybe they've found this. This supports secondary logins. Other apps sometimes support social providers or other forms of logins, but the idea is I'm going to create another way to log into this app. So the primary login method is SAML from the Okta account, but I've just added my own attacker-controlled Gmail account. I can then go and validate that in my own Gmail, and I can log in using that email address instead. It becomes a ghost login that I can use to directly access Expensify in future, completely circumventing Okta and the SSO and the MFA. That's another example of ghost logins, but for persistence. So you can say it's really hard to deal with persistence in this world.